Welcome to another episode of Abang Goreng.
So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard or read on the internet about this controversy surrounding this particular shop called Beefzana, and how about this particular gentleman was deemed not Muslim enough. You know, I don't even know how you can tell a person is not Muslim enough. This week we're gonna go and uncover the truth behind the man behind the story and find out more, and also rate his food. So T and I actually went down and met with the owner, Ishrat, to find out his side of the story.
So let's not waste any more time. Let's watch the video.
So, what drawn you actually to Islam?
Yeah, to be honest, so I wanted to get married. So I was in love. So my wife told me that I have to convert and get married. Because when I went over there, the ustad who was doing the classes, he was also speaking to me. So he also wanted to know why I wanted to convert. So I told him because I want to get married and stuff like that. But he also told me that, don't just because want to get married, you go and convert. You should only convert if you are really convinced.
Just want to check, how long have you been since your conversion?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, but on a overall level, I'm not really a very religious person. I don't go to mosque like nowadays. I don't go every day. Even before that, when I was working in Zouk, it was also a bit hard because I work at night. And that working environment, the friends you have. But starting this shop, I think really I think it's like bringing me a bit more closer to God in the sense that because now I'm on my own. So the struggles I face, I don't really have like a lot of people to turn to. And the first week was really bad. But the second week I started to pray. Not really like go to mosque or what. I'll just take the cab and I will just like pray on the way over here. Simple prayer, and I can see things starting to change.
So now we slowly move towards your current shop right here. So before anything, I just want to ask, is it a halal certified shop?
Oh no.
So I would say it's a halal Muslim owned.
Muslim one.
Muslim owned
Because
shop.
initially I wanted to when I was setting up the shop, I did foresee that people will that think it's this Muslim.
Some backlash and all that. Yeah.
But so I actually wanted to go and apply.
Yeah.
But my wife actually told me that you are Muslim. What for you want to apply?
Moving the controversy side of the things, how did you actually found out that?
I heard it for myself.
What?
Initially, right, because the first week normally people will see what new shop and say, got halal, got the Muslim word and all that, and then they will say, you can try. Then they will try the food because it's a industrial building, right? So I will be like looking at the same people every day. So they will try the food, then they will eat the food, then they will come back and tell me, the food very nice and stuff like that. But then the next time they come over, they will be like,
This was within the first week or second week?
Second week onwards.
That was second week.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I didn't think too much about it, so I just thought, just do what I can, then let God handle it. There was this auntie standing outside the shop. So normally, sometimes people will just look, and then they will just walk away. So this much she was looking. So I took about 1-2 seconds. I was looking at her. When I was walking over, she moved on. She left. So she went over to ask someone else. Yeah, this store, is it halal? So by that time I was already inside the store. Yeah. So I happened to hear.
You heard what she said, lah.
I heard what she said. I also heard what the person she was talking to replied to her, saying that my Malay is not that good, but I heard this something like dia cakap dia Muslim, tapi tak kenal Muslim. This is what I heard. That night I was pretty pissed off. That's why the post came out. But I initially wanted to that my store license, conversion card, I want to print it out big and paste in front of the store with a poster up or what. But I didn't want to because I'm new. Right. I'm just starting out and I'm doing business. I don't want to fight with anybody. I can understand why people might doubt, but it's a big accusation to make. And I am afraid they should have checked with me because I would have taken out all my card and shown them. I am Muslim stuff. So after the halal eater, the guy came down to interview me. So he was a nice guy. So after that article came out, then people from all over Singapore started to come down. And
Ooh.
Yeah.
Was it heartwarming?
I was shocked actually. I was not even prepared that day because I didn't really think it would be that big. That weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was so packed. 2 o'clock I closed shop already because I was not prepared.
Sharik and I had the honor to actually have it on site there. So just go do a quick introduction on the food. So we have the beef ball noodle, have the dry beef noodle. Over there is the pho, or rather the beef soup noodle. At the far end there is actually the oxtail soup.
Wow.
So you have tasted all 4, and which is the best?
No comments, bro. Let you all try first lah. Then after we all give comment together.
Together.
No comment is cannot give comment yet.
Okay, so I think enough wasting time. Let's start eating. So which one should we start first?
The main highlight, the beef noodle.
Okay, let's go.
So for the condiments to accompany the noodles, we have some green cut chili as well as lime slices. And the other one that we have is actually the sambal ketchup. So now let's dig in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go.
Hey, wait. You try the soup on its own first before you mix everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Ricky, this is the specialty. Is it one of the?
Yeah, like the main highlight. That was like the first one on the menu.
So I really have to comment for the noodles. It's something very different. It's really thick and it's something not anything that I had before. It really doesn't have that flour taste to it. Not really processed. The soup was actually exceptionally good for me. From what I read from the posters that he put out, he actually brewed it for actually a very long time. And I could actually taste the soup and the depth of it, and it was actually very, very tasty.
For me personally, I give it half a mangkok. I really like the fusion and the fun play on his take of pho noodles. And but what I really like is a much richer broth. I think it's tastier enough, but you don't get enough like depth of the beefy flavor.
Myself, I give it half a mangkok also. Same with tea. I prefer a soup with more kick. For me, I'll give it 1 mangkok because everything fit nicely together. Because like I could taste the beef, could taste the soup and the noodles together. It wasn't too undercooked or overcooked. It was just nice.
Likewise, I also give it a 1 mangkok because like it's a very wholesome dish. It has the relatability of being a bakso also. So that's why, yeah, 1 mangkok for me. So all in all, this beef/pho noodle has a total grand score of 3 mangkok.
Why beef noodles? Like, any meaning to you for just
Not
making
really.
beef?
I mean, in my career, I did meet a lot of chefs, but I'm not a cook. I don't cook anything. Okay, so how I learned how to cook these pho noodles on my own in a month, 1 month.
Vietnamese pho.
Yeah, so that 1 month when I was preparing for the shop was when I just did some research and I found that pho is actually quite popular. And it's actually a comfort food that people can eat morning, night, afternoon, any time of the day.
Anytime.
Yeah, and it's quite popular and it's on the rise. It's not a lot of people know about it, but it's quite popular among the
Vietnamese.
and even in Singapore, by those like upper class people, those like more atas, they like to eat these pho noodles.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Different cuisine, right?
yeah. So so I thought I wanted to do something different.
We are now on to the next dish, which is actually the dry beef noodle.
As compared to the previous dish, this has no broth and the noodle also is very different.
Looks a bit like mee pok.
So let's not waste any more time and let's begin.
Oh, anyway, so what's inside this dry beef noodle is the mee pok noodles, some minced meat, I think it's minced beef, and then you have your meatball. On a scale of spiciness from 1 to 10, this is actually a 6 for me.
This is a 4. 15, bro.
Damn. I think mine generally is just 1 or 2 because I like spicy food and I can tahan spicy things.
So now move on to the ratings of the dry beef noodle. So I'll give it half a mangkok. I like the noodles actually. So it's quite springy, well cooked. And there is this little bits of minced meat in the chili, which I think is a nice touch.
I'll also give it a half a mangkok. Okay, I think the closest comparison you can get for the Malay community for myself is wonton noodle where you can get like maybe a chit tan or fishball noodle, the dry fishball noodle. So it's like that but a bit different. So that's why I give it half a mangkok because it's a different experience altogether. For me, it will be 1 mangkok because I was able to power through the spiciness and I could actually taste the food itself, especially the noodles, which is long and springy.
I will give it a half mangkok also because okay, let's go on the noodle first. Noodle, like everyone mentioned, springy, nice, well done. Probably what I could relate to, apart from what Rush mentioned, is the chit tan, is the old school banquet, the dry fish ball noodle. All in all, the dry beef noodle has a total grand score of 2.5 mangkok.
So we have now finished eating the food and we have rated the food as well. So let us now address the story.
So one of the issues that Ishrat faced was the debate between Muslim owned and halal certified. Does that status matter to you?
To all our Muslim friends, the question would be, would you rather go to a halal certified store, or are you guys comfortable enough to go to a Muslim owned store?
So let's talk about Ishrat for a moment. He, being a Muslim for about 12 years, he decided to take a leap of faith into owning a business, pouring all his life saving without any prior experience. So given knowing his story and knowing his background, would you still give someone like Ishrat a chance?
In terms of work, right, I always tell myself to, whatever I do, I try to do to the best of my ability. Whether it works or not, I let God handle it.
Yep.
So in terms of, let's say if I do something, I make sure I do it to the best of my ability. If it doesn't work, at least I can go to sleep at night knowing that I already tried my best. I don't have to have any second thoughts.